Hello everybody, welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today's pick a card is a key piece of information for you at this time. A key piece of information you need to know. All right. So that's everything. We're going to get right into it. All right. We have 3 piles today and we are doing our number picking again. If you are new to this channel, we now pick numbers if you have a hard time choosing a pile by the images or stones alone. You may pick a random or a specific number from 1 to 12. Okay, and I will pick 4 numbers for each pile. It could be your birthday, it could be your life path number. And if you do choose your life path number, you can have 12 represent 22. Okay. All right, so pile number 1, I'll show you the image. Now there's a little bit of, nudity on here, so I'm just gonna show you the image and the stones, the rhodonite. Okay, so this is pile 1. And we are going to choose numbers now for pile number 1. So get your number ready. 3, 10, 9, and 8. 3, 10, 9, 8. Pile number 2, we have the howlite and this image. Okay, and the numbers for pile number 2, 11. Oh, we got 2 numbers here, 4, 6, and 7. 11, 4, 6, and 7. Pile number 2. Pile number 3 is the hematite and this image. Okay. And the numbers for pile number 3 are 2, 12, 5, and 1. 5, 12, 2, and 1 for pile number 3. Okay. So again, if you're new to this channel, as always, we allow spirit source to guide us completely from beginning till end. I do not pre-plan or pre-pick any of the piles, any of the decks, any of the cards. Okay, we are completely guided in the moment so that each and every message is completely unique and customized to you and what you need to hear at this time. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to see you guys in your piles. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to a reading. This is a key piece of information that you need at this time. All right, so we're going to get right into it today. The numbers, if you missed the intro, we are picking numbers now from 1 to 12. If you have a difficult time choosing your pile, I assume if you skip the intro, you don't have that much of a difficult time. But just to let you know, the numbers for this pile are 3, 10, 9, and 8. Okay. And put those in the bowl. And this was your stone and image, and there's a little bit of nudity on this image, so I'm just gonna hide it with the stone here. Allow me to get a good look at that. Okay. A key piece of information you need to know. We're gonna just dive right in and let Spirit guide us. Our first deck we're going to be using is the affirmation card, the stone affirmation. Azurite, expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. Expanded awareness. Oh, this is the stone, by the way. That's what it looks like. Pretty cool. Expanded awareness. Okay, let's continue. It's interesting. This blue is like the same blue as the stone. Azurite. I'm almost getting from this image, I get nurturing. So you could be nurturing yourself at this time or something, or maybe, you know, nurturing expansion, expanding your awareness by meditation. Or maybe you're the baby getting expanded. But there are resources this person's picking, and there's a group. Okay, I'm just gonna wait. Let the cards talk a little bit more. Okay, so we have the barrel boys, stillness, patience, inner reflection, restraint. And that goes really well with the expanded awareness. I mean, that is the card of the hangman. That is why the hangman's in that position, is to expand his awareness. It's a sacrifice in order to gain clarity or gain a new perspective, gain new sight in some way. We have the Knight of Birds, adventure, excitement, movement. Okay. So we've been in a space of perhaps stillness, okay? Perhaps stillness to gain some kind of clarity, to have our consciousness expanding. And I always get with this card, because this card talks about, like, this looks uncomfortable, right? He's in a barrel with God knows what liquid that is, frogs, right? But his face looks like he's enjoying this. Like, he's not having a good time, but he's being like fed by this dragon looking being, right? He is, even though it might seem uncomfortable, he has learned to enjoy this process. He has learned to see that this is for him, that this thing is feeding him, that this experience is feeding him. It is expanding his awareness, expanding his knowledge, right? And so we see here in this card, it looks a little bit like desert, like sand, right? A little bit, it looks barren, but yet she's picking resources. I know it's a little bit tough to see. She's picking something out of the ground, okay? Could be grains, could be grass, could be something, right, that was grown, that is able to grow in this environment. And then we see all these people with jugs, right, with things that are filled, that are bringing them back to the village or the place in which they live, right, the community. So it's as though you've maybe been in a bit of a barren, seemingly barren or time, or a place that looked like there's not a lot going on, or it looks uncomfortable, it's seemingly uncomfortable. But there were like essential nutrients, essential vital bits of information that are being ingested, that are being taken from this experience. And this is a piece of key information that you need to know, okay? A key piece of information you need to know. And that might be coming with this Knight of Birds. There is now movement. There is now freedom, excitement, adventure about to begin, about to start. We are about to start on a new journey, okay? And we are going to have an abundance of clarity, okay? With a new, it's like we're entering a new environment, but we've gained skills and knowledge needed and necessary in order for us to thrive and survive in this new place, or in this new space, this new time of our lives. And we're about to fly. We're about to head there. All right. Okay. So these cards are like symbols, right? And this is like that coexist bumper sticker that a lot of people have. unity. This could be traveling, because there's the world. Maybe you're traveling into a new environment, right? A new experience, heading to a different part of the world where maybe they even practice a different religion than you, or just maybe it's just a different type of place. It doesn't have to be focused around spirituality, although it could be, right? But we're heading into a new experience of something that maybe is different than what we grew up in. Okay, different set of principles or values or customs. But ultimately, I think this expanded awareness, I think that's why you're ready and that's why you're moving or you're heading in this new direction or in this different environment. It's because I think it's because you've gained some kind of deeper knowing or awareness, like pushing beyond duality and into like the oneness, right, of it all, the core values of it all. And maybe this is to deepen that further, deepen your learning, deepen your awareness even further, to learn something new, maybe about a different culture or place. Or maybe it's even you're going on a spiritual retreat to experience, a different way of practicing. Could even be schooling, learning. The source. And 5 of Cups, clinging to the past. This is the Ace of Wands. So, yeah, so this key piece of information coming in now is to alert you to the fact that you are about to be on the move. There's something new. There's a new creative spark, a new creative opportunity, something you're very passionate about, or it's going to spark this passion within you, and it's going to break you out of the old. It's going to break you out of feeling sad, depressed, overwhelmed, maybe bringing you out of an old place, an old mindset that you've been stuck in for a while, or just like maybe just being in the same place for a while has kept your mind kind of boxed in or closed off to a certain idea or a certain way of seeing things, or just needing to expand in the physical, needing to look beyond what is known and experience something beyond what you've known. Okay, so there is something here about to begin, about to be sparked, that is going to set you off on a new adventure, possibly travel. Okay, for some, for sure. This could be traveling, vacationing, moving, taking a class, going to school, or some kind of retreat here. We have the 8 of Swords with guilt at the bottom. Yeah, there's something very much in your head. There's like something that's like been worrisome about, or maybe something that's been like clogging your mind. Maybe it has to do with religion, right? Your religious upbringing, or just the way you've been brought up. That has made you, like, for instance, a lot of religions can give you that guilt of certain morality, or saying like they're the wrong ones, or whatever it is. But so there's something about expanding and opening our mind, opening to another experience, opening our mind to different perspectives, different ways of seeing ourselves in life. Okay, and this is going to give us some kind of awakening of some deeper truth. Okay, because your awareness is expanding beyond the place and spaces that you've been in. All right, and so now it's time to almost move in that new direction and keep opening and opening up more and more. let's continue. Yeah, you have the Chariot. There's most definitely movement. Movement. And the Page, Princess of Discs, Page of Pentacles, kindergarten teacher. How shall we do this? We'll just do this. Okay. Yeah, you're moving in this new, there's this new opportunity opening up to you, some kind of grounded new opportunity that could come in the form of, hey, we have a position open at our New York office, do you want to try it out? And you're like, okay. Hey, we have this is you moving, right? A new grounded opportunity to live somewhere new and different, where maybe they speak a different language, they practice different things than you're used to, and you really find yourself in this space. It really opens you to new ways of living, doing things, thinking, feeling, right? Which is like, so the key piece of information you need to hear is expanding you beyond what you've known, the limitations of what you've known with this movement, with this travel. Okay. This is for you to expand consciously, to gain a larger perspective of yourself and the world in a really beautiful way. It's going to help you expand your knowledge, awareness, and wisdom, okay, and your skill set. You're going to learn new skills. There are new things about yourself you're going to discover, new beautiful aspects of yourself and life that are going to come through. And here on the watch, look, she has the yin and the yang, okay, and we see that symbol is here as well. Okay, so there's something about things coming into balance and seeing the other side of life, right? Seeing, maybe it's time for you to see a lighter side of life, right? A more fun side of life. And we see this sprouted carrot, right? There are new sprouts, new growth for you to experience here. It's time for you to grow in new and exciting ways that are going to lead you to more success, more fulfillment. Okay. And yeah, it's like it's time to see the other side of something, to a grander scale of perspective, right? Where maybe you're traveling to, to somewhere you've never been, maybe somewhere in Asia or India, India's in Asia, but, could be like Thailand or India or something like that. And it's just a completely different way from how you grew up, right? So you get to see something else. You get to see new practices. You get to go to, new temples or churches and see what they do and just, oh my gosh, this is a really cool way of life. I really enjoy this. It opens your mind, opens your perspective. I could live like this. It's like I didn't even know I could resonate with something so much, in this cool new way. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords with Truths, and we have the Ten of Wands with Oppression and the Hierophant. Yeah. This is like pretty intense energy. This is like almost like giving up a harder way of doing something, or giving up some kind of burden. And that could be this guilt too, something that felt really limiting to you, something that felt super closed and yeah, like prison, right? Like imprisoning, limiting, blocked, keeping you in one maybe state of mind or in one place, maybe at your work, right? A bigger load of work. Or just a certain way of life, like having to work really, really hard, and then you go somewhere new and you're like, oh my goodness, I could live like this for a lot cheaper, or I could live and do my thing and live a more, easeful life. Okay, it's the Hierophant, it's coming into a deeper awareness and a deeper knowing about self and about the world as a whole, about love and light and darkness and what I've been conditioned to believe. It's almost like my mind is being changed with this, with the things that I have been almost taught to believe should be life, which is a very limited perspective. It's like almost like I didn't even know I had handcuffs on. I didn't even know I was living this kind of prison-esque or limited, you know, life, right? I didn't know people could live so free, or I didn't know they could live this way, which just fits me so much more. There's something like that, okay? All right, so we have 8 of coins, grounding. Actually, I'm gonna put this on here. And actually, this is the only deck that I take reversals. It is the medieval tarot, feather tarot. But you have the 8 of Pentacles upright. And then we have the 3 of Swords with Victory upright. Let's get one more. And Queen of Wands upright with Personality. Beautiful. So this key piece of information is that there is a new grounding opportunity coming in for you that has to do around most likely your work or your mastery or something you've been working toward, or something you want to create on earth. Okay, you want to work on or get into, and this could be, you know, buying a piece of land and toiling that soil and gardening, or beginning this project or beginning this business, or gaining further ahead in your career. There's a new opportunity to go towards. Maybe it's not like moving far away, maybe it's just like into a new company, right? That could definitely be there. Or moving, maybe you do little things in your garage and it's time to move into a bigger space, right? It's time to actually move ahead on something. But yeah, you're having victory over something because something's grounding now within this expanded awareness, right? Within gaining some kind of deeper knowledge or truth on something, or seeing the other side to something. We are grounding in our mastery, which is giving us victory over the difficulties or over the pain. And it is allowing us to step fully into ourselves and more fully into who we're meant to become. And our creativity is like having a supernova blast, okay? That sounds like a 5-year-old term, but yeah, it's like, my personality is coming out more and more. My fire, my source, my creativity is becoming more powerful. Okay, with this expanded awareness, with this movement, with this forward movement and this success, or this new inspiration that I'm gaining from this new experience or this new opportunity that is entering my life. It's like, yes, I'm learning lots. Yes, I'm expanding a lot, and it's leading me into a deeper truth and knowledge about myself, about what I do, and expanding what I know, my skill set. And you're just like on fire, right? It's just you really are becoming someone who is a force to be reckoned with in becoming a master and having that victory in your mastery. Okay, being a known name, shining, okay, shining very brightly in a certain industry, okay, having your name known or your face known or just your work highly regarded, okay. Okay, we're gonna go back to this deck. Yeah, it's like you really do stand out. And maybe it's because of your experiences. Maybe it's because of all of these, you know, all of these different experiences that you've accumulated, perspectives that you've accumulated over the years. It helps you gain a larger, more fuller perspective on creativity, or on this business, or on this certain passion that you focus on. It allows you to stand out and actually take on this new opportunity with it's like, yes, it's new, and yes, there's a lot to learn, but I'm rocking it, right? I'm having so much fun. I'm killing it. It's so for me, it's so my thing. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands with strife, and we have the Devil. Interesting. I think you're beating the devil. You're beating something. Yeah, it's like you're coming into, it's like, are you facing a fear? Right? It's like you're taking something head on. You're going full in. And that's the yin and yang. It's like using the darkness for your favor. I don't know how this is going to make sense, but this is what I'm getting. It's like what maybe could have divided you, or could have held you down, or could have stopped you, you're facing it head on, and you're taking it as a challenge to move forward, and it's working, right? It's working for you. And maybe there were people in your environment that were trying to keep you down. There was just energy trying to keep you down. I'm gonna get one more clarifier here. Ace of Wands, passion. Okay, for the second time, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so I don't even see this as a negative. It's almost like you're getting this full perspective, right? And you're using the dark and the light together in order, right? The two sides, good versus evil, right? You're using the two sides, but it's like, you're funneling it into your passion. So it's like, okay, I've experienced this, and I've experienced this pain and this beauty, and I'm going to put them together, and I'm going to make this art piece, or I'm going to make this work. I'm going to take these two things, and I'm going to funnel it into my unique perspective on this thing, or on life, or on the world. And it works for you. It's your personal experience, and I'm funneling it into this new opportunity, into this passion, into this inspiration. That's something that's actually going to be able to ground, instead of it just being this understanding or this experience, right? Instead of having them be two opposing forces, which they are, right? Funneling them both into something magical and beautiful and creative, or purposeful, right? I'm taking the chains off. I'm walking away from, oh, it shouldn't be that way, or the ideas of, oh, I shouldn't have those thoughts, or I shouldn't have those ideas, or it shouldn't be that, or what if they don't like me, or what if I share this experience that might be dark, but it's the truth, or this opinion, or whatever it is, right? It's like it's almost whatever this darkness is in your experience or in you, it's working for you. And it's your like key in order to funnel it into this new beginning or this passion. Even a teacher, right? Even the best teachers and preachers, they've gone through things, right? They've overcome certain things, their own demons, right? Their own darkness. It's nothing to be ashamed of, and it's nothing to hide away, right? It's like these are things you've overcome out of your own power, out of the light, right? You had to face your own devil, you had to face your own fear, your own darkness, and you were able to overcome. And now it's like, it's time to now begin funneling that into this new experience, or into this new passion or creative pursuit. Okay, it's not, we're not hiding it away, or we're not keeping ourselves trapped or feeling guilty. you know, for things we think or what people will judge us with. Okay, these are actual useful teachings, useful lessons to move you forward. Things you have been able to heal and overcome and overpower within yourself. Okay, use it going forward. Use it for success. That's what it's there for. That's when it's truly useful and turns into light. And it's beautiful when we can turn those pain or suffering into success, into a teaching, you know, for somebody else, into inspiration for somebody else. Yeah, 10 of Swords with exhaustion on the bottom. And then King of Swords with determination. 2 of Cups, partnership. And that's it. 10 of Swords, King of Swords, 2 of Cups. Use your darkness, use the difficulty, use the harshness of the lessons that you've learned and the things you've overcome to empower yourself, to teach, to guide, you've become the master. You've gained the expanded awareness, the awareness of why everything happened, of the lessons that were given to you. Use that sword as your sword of truth and your sword of power to teach, to speak, to express, okay, to enhance, and to bring other people into balance and harmony, right? Partner with your 2 sides, the 2 sides of yourself, in order to make this third thing, in order to make something beautiful and inspiring and grow, okay, into something creative. And yeah, that's the key. So the key for you to this inspiration, to this beginning, or to this creative thing, okay, that you're doing, is to use your experiences, to use both the light and the dark, the pain and the beauty, okay, that you've experienced, and ground it into something on earth. And that will allow you to stand out. That's going to make you shine the brightest, okay? Use your experiences, use your knowledge, use the things that you've overcome and learned to get a full picture, okay? To see the full thing, and so that people can hear you and resonate with you all over, because no one truly resonates with a one-sided thing. You know, what you're afraid of happening isn't going to happen. You really have to use both things in order to create something of real, true beauty, okay? Without pain, there is no light, and vice versa, okay? So that was your message today. What a cool reading this was. I love your energy, pile 1. Thank you so much for coming today. And please leave me a comment if you want to share any aspect of your story or how this resonated with you. And also, please give me a thumbs up if it did resonate, and subscribe if you have not yet already. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading with me down in the description box. There's also some energy healing there as well. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile 1. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is a key piece of information for you at this time. We're going to get right into it. You guys were attracted to the highlight here. Your numbers for this pile are 11, 4, 7, and 6. I'm just going to put these aside. And this is your image that you chose for your pile. The butterfly coming out of the egg. Transformation. Flying. Sorry for the bright glare here. Okay, we're gonna get some more information. We're gonna start with the Urban Tarot today. Coming out of gestation period, coming out of the womb, transformed, changed, different. The High Priestess. And the Queen of Wands. Wow. You are you've healed. You've grown. Right? It's like she's in the water here, and this almost feels like that womb energy of the relaxation, of the being in transformation, and the really connecting in with something deeper within ourselves and something deeper within the universe. And then the Queen of Wands is us coming out, back out into the world, right? Being able to show off our wings or our newfound growth and sense of self and trust in self. And almost like the new skills or abilities that we've accumulated. It's like it's time for us to almost enter the outer world now. Enter maybe the working space. Enter a new space to show off our skills or to just get into our purpose, to get into why, what this whole process was for, right? So we have the Queen of Wands, a public defender. It's almost like she's outside of the water now. Before she was in the water, right? In the womb, becoming, changing, transforming, right? Connecting. And now we're out into the world. We're outside of the water. And now it's time for us to get to business, to get to work, right? To put all of these things that we've, practiced and learned into practice, right? Into the physical. Yeah, I really feel like it's time to get to business now. It's time to get into it and to begin or to get serious about what it is that we're here to do. So let's get more information. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands. It's like, it's time now to begin, to start our passion, to get fired up, right? Okay, let's continue. We're gonna get more of these cards here, cope cards. So I don't know if this is like putting your work out there. Showing your work. Okay, so we have this fruit basket here. It's like a picnic. And then we have this person who is like doing some kind of stance in the mountains. I don't really know what this person's doing. Okay, we're gonna get some more information. Hold on. Yeah, it's almost as though, okay, I'm seeing. It's almost as though this person was at a picnic eating this fruit, which would be like the womb, right? Nourishing ourselves, eating, doing the things that were good for us at the time, making us feel good. And so maybe this key piece of information is that now it's like you're ready. Now you're ready to come out of this time. Now you're ready to break out of the womb, out of the egg, right? It's time to kind of leave the gestation, the relaxing time, or the gestating time, right? The eating, and come into now where we're up. We're ready for action, right? We're taking action. We're ready to take on the next adventure, the next hurdles, the next area of life, which is now beckoning to us, which is now calling to us to go towards it, to move towards it, to, it's like the next part of our journey is now calling to us, and we are now ready to go to it and begin this new journey and adventure. Three of Pentacles with guidance and courage, which is the Strength card. Yeah, you're being guided forward. You're being guided forward, guided out of a time of, like we were saying, it's now time to take action and move forward. And maybe you're being guided. Maybe you're like trying to avoid listening to it. I'm not sure. That might be for some, because, it can get warm and cozy in the womb, right? It's uncomfortable to come out and to actually begin to, you know, say, okay, now it's on me. Now it's time to take action. Now it's time to fly, and move forward, right? It's going to take courage, right? But I think it's really time for you to show yourself off, to shine. And that might not be the easiest thing, right? It might be a little bit of reluctance there, but it's time to now shine and build and use your courage and strength to do that. Because now it's really, really time for you to come out of your shell and open your wings and show yourself off, or start your practice, start your business, start your creative pursuit, put yourself out there, or putting out your resumes to the things and places where you've been wanting to, that's been calling to you. Okay, you're ready. Okay, you are ready. You are ready. You have come out. You're totally prepared. You're totally ready to do this. Okay, so now it's the time to start building in the physical. Okay, you have grown. You are blossomed. You are bloomed. You're ready to take this on. You are done. All right, we have the Two of Wands. We have the Magician with existence, ripeness. You are ready. You are done. It's exactly what I was just saying. You're ready. You're ripe. Okay, it's time now to expand beyond what you've known, to fly. Okay, to begin, to look ahead with what can I create? Where can I go? And it's time for me to begin my life, to build my thing. Right? It's like it's time now to start building your prosperity, or in this new way, maybe in this new area you've been wanting to expand in, right? This could be physically, this could be within something that you do and you're like, I really wanted to add this thing on, but I don't really have the confidence yet, or I don't think I'm ready. But this is saying the work that you've been doing has prepared you. Okay, the inner work, the intuitive work, the healing work, and now it's ready to fully move into it. It's now time to begin. If this is your own healing practice, if this is your just practice in general, okay, and you're like, I don't know, maybe I still need to heal, or I still need to do some more schooling or learn something. It's like, no, you're ready to take this on. You're fully prepared. You just need the gusto and the excitement and the courage, really, to get you going. You are being guided forward. Follow your guidance. It really is pushing you. It really is trying to show you the way forward and bring you there. We have the Christ child, birth, children, learning, new beginnings. Beautiful. You are being reborn. Okay, we got a little. So yeah, you're having a great new beginning. You are being born. It's something about you or your life is being born. Okay, or there's a new creation that is being born through you. That is, you are beginning or thinking about beginning, and now it's time to fully step into that. And this card basically talks about this is Christ as a baby, and that even as a baby, you know, even Christ fell, right? Even Christ had to learn to walk. And so we can be intimidated by beginning something because we're like, well, I don't want to screw anything up, or even if you're healing, I don't want to screw anyone else up, right? That's a lot of pressure. But this is saying, look, you have to begin in order to learn. You have to start having the courage to walk out of a comfort zone and to begin something new, and knowing that, yes, at some point you might trip, you might fall, but that's part of the process. Okay, and to have the courage to do it anyway, that even Christ himself had to learn how to walk, had to begin somewhere. Okay, and so there is a beginning. There is this like humility that we need to have, but there is courage, right, that we need to put forth in order to shine, in order to put ourselves out there, in order to know that, look, this is what I do, and I am good at it. And if I'm still learning, it's okay. I'm going to master this. Right? This is the route I'm headed on. King of Skates, lack of help, distractions, self-centeredness. Okay. You might feel like, why, yeah, there's a lack of help, or you're distracting yourself, okay? Or you might just feel like, oh, there's just too much going on in my life right now for me to start this. But that is merely a distraction in itself. And it's actually you trying to put off the inevitable and put off what it's time for now, okay? So if you're filling your life with distractions, or you're making excuses, oh, there's too much, I don't have what I need, I don't have the help I need, yeah, I think that's just like your mind keeping you from what you need to do. And it's almost like you're making up excuses. Okay. And I'm sure at certain times that's not the case. I'm sure you are, you know, you do have legitimate things that take up your time and space. Okay. But I think you need to make time, make this a priority, make yourself a priority. Okay. And I get just a bit of clarity on that. You have the Knight of Swords. Companionship, victory, perseverance, and ascent of the blessed. Rebirth, recognition, assistance, promotion. Beautiful. So this is saying, this is what one of the most positive cards in this deck specifically, and this is Judgment. All right. If you feel like you have a lack of help, look, we have assistance and we have companionship here. Okay, by you doing this and shining your light, you will attract the help that you need. Your light will shine, and those that are meant to help you and assist you will see that, will feel that energy and come into your space in order to help you. Okay, victory, perseverance, recognition, again with the rebirth. There is a huge, massive awakening, rebirth happening in your life, and it's time for you to walk in this new path. It's time for you to open to this new aspect of self, into this new time, into this new space that is opening itself up to you. This card is saying this knight persevered and got the Holy Grail. Okay, he achieved what seemed impossible, what very, very little people were able to accomplish and do. And yes, he has a sword through his back. Like, yes, he didn't come out unscathed. You know, persevering is not the easiest thing, right? We have to have courage. We have to have strength, right? To put ourselves out there, to do something that's new, all right? To fight off maybe the voices of others, doubt within our own mind. Okay, but it is our time to have this rebirth, to ascend, okay, to promote ourselves, to lift into a new space, into a new level of existence. And those who are meant to help within this space and within this project or endeavor that we are embarking upon will be attracted to the light like moths to a flame. They will see it. It will be projected outward, okay, into the ether, and they will come. All right. Okay. So we have a home here. So this could be maybe this requires you to move home or move like your office space. Okay. We have the upward arrow, downward arrow, and we have the car swerving. Maybe you're afraid of this affecting your home, affecting your home life. Yeah, maybe it requires you to move home, or just to move like something that's been foundational in your life, and you're afraid of like wobbling, you know, or messing up something foundational for yourself, or, you know, it affecting your home life, like we said, like everything's gonna go topsy-turvy, right? But I really feel like it's gonna be the opposite of what you're afraid is gonna happen. What you're afraid is gonna happen is not gonna happen. Okay. And we're gonna get more information. Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's the end of difficulty. It's the end of this like tough karmic cycle that you've been in. Maybe for some, it could be the end of a certain relationship as well. And that might be scary, right? That's unknown. And so this rebirth might include that for some. That's not going to be for everybody. You wouldn't know. Okay. But we have Justice here. Yeah, it's time for this karmic cycle, this difficult karmic cycle to end. We have the Chariot, and then we have the 8 of Cups. So we're moving away. We're letting go of something, of a certain time in our lives, a certain place, certain people perhaps, okay? Because it's now we're ready, we've healed, okay? The karma is being balanced. Justice is here to set everything straight in fairness and moving forward. And we're ready now to release the past, release maybe this bully-like type energy, or maybe this is trauma, victimhood, whatever, all of these things that we've been healing from. It's time now to step in our power, to get on and to go forward and to release ourselves, free ourselves, move in this new direction, have this awakening. And now it's time to fully step into this and have our victory, have our success. Okay, shine, put it out there, put ourselves out there, you know, gain notoriety, gain recognition, have this promotion, have this level up, going into our blessed time. Okay, it is our time to be blessed, to be seen, to be loved, and to do that for ourselves. And we are now it's time to leave something behind. Okay, our karma has finally been balanced, ending a difficult cycle. And now we're ready to go. We're ready to move. Okay. So follow your guidance, allow your angels, spirit to guide you forward. Okay. The connections and the help that you need will be attracted to you because you will be shining brightly. You will be showing your colors. You will be very hard to miss for the right souls. Okay. You will receive the Holy Grail that you're looking for. Okay. It is yours to be had. You just have to, now it's time to start that journey, start that movement toward that, okay? And we're gonna get you guys one last message before we go. We're gonna get you an affirmation card. Moonstone cycles. I am in the divine flow of my soul's rhythm and life cycles. Okay. So yeah, you are in the divine flow. You have nothing to be afraid of. You are moving exactly as the plan, God's plan, Source's plan for you. Chrysoprase, I don't know how to say that. Chrysoprase, nurturing. I open and allow myself to be nurtured. Yeah, there's going to be, I think, Spirit is trying to nurture you. You've been in this time of nurturing yourself, and I think you're ready to now be nurtured by others. Okay, and to attract others, to put yourself out there in order to attract those who are going to help that nurturing. Okay, the real people in your lives, the close friend groups, the connections, the clients. Okay. This is about opening yourself up to receive. Okay. And opening yourself up to the cycles and what cycle is presenting itself to you. And so it's like you have been nurturing yourself, and now it's time to nurture yourself in a new way. Now it's time to set yourself free and to move forward and to receive your blessing and to ascend. Okay, pile number 2. That was your reading today. What a beautiful one it was. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. If you have anything to share, please do. Also, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading or an energy healing with me down in the description box. All right. Otherwise, I will see you in the next reading, pile 2. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is your key piece of information that you need at this time. Your numbers are 1, 2, 12, and 5. I'm just going to put these off back in the bowl. And you guys were attracted to the hematite and to this image right here. Beautiful, loving image. Love this. I'm going to put your stone here. Good friend, a good relationship, good feelings. And we're going to start with the Urban Tarot for you guys. Companionship, love, friendship. Something coveted, getting something very much valued, getting it in your life, something you've been wanting for a long time. Okay, Prince of Cups, the filmmaker. The world, the universe, that's the world. This is straight. Okay. Prince of Discs, Page of Pentacles, the day trader. Yeah. There's been something that you have been imagining, envisioning, working towards, you know, doing the homework on, doing some kind of background, learning, working towards, envisioning, manifesting the world. And there's a big accomplishment about to happen. You're about to have something that you have been trying to get on board with. So, okay, so we'll take the example of the day trader, right? You want to be a big time person on Wall Street. But first, you got to start day trading. Maybe you buy a little bit of stocks here and there. You do your own little personal work on your phone, day to day. You're checking in, right? And then you start getting more and more into it and involved, and you start making bigger gains, right? And you're still like, yeah, you're still a bit of a newbie, but you're putting it out there, and then you get like noticed, right? Then you get or you put something in that you're like, okay, I'm going to start this in a bigger way. There's something here that you have been putting the work towards, envisioning, seeing yourself in, and then making actual physical moves toward it. Okay, in the grounded world, in the material world, okay? Because you're like, this is what I want, this is what I see for myself. And so I'm gonna start doing homework, making small moves towards it, getting better, learning about it, you know, actually getting in there, getting myself in there. And with the world is saying you're accomplishing that. You are getting something, you are achieving something that you have been working towards, that you have been trying. So it's like a leveling up. We're leaving the page stage of like the research and the planning and the envisioning and keeping the intention in our hearts, right? In our soul. And now it's like we're actually going to have something in a new way, or have something that we've been wanting to have, that we've been maybe just imagining ourselves having. We're actually going to have it in our hands, and it's us now. It's time to level up. It's time to enter a new stage, a new world. Okay, we are entering. It's like no more we're gonna be day trading in my own basement. I'm actually gonna be in Wall Street. No more am I just making up storyboards in my room and making small animations. I'm actually getting my work looked at, and I'm gonna be working in a big studio. Okay, it's that. Yeah, there we go. We have the Four of Pentacles with power, grounded power. We have the Knight of Wands, the Rock Star. And look at that, the Six of Pentacles with success. Yeah, you're achieving some kind of success, some kind of grounded success is coming into your world that allows you to have more power in this thing, more success, more notoriety, more shine, but also you're able to take more action toward it, more gain, okay, and actually be part of it, actually be in it, be something that was just an idea or just a vision at one point. Now you're actually getting it. Now you're actually receiving all of this work that you've been putting in, all of this energetic and grounded work you've been putting in is now in your hand. Okay, it's now in your life. You're now stepping into that world, taking action forward on this thing and having some real progress. Okay. Yeah. You're like fully in it now. So you're about to step fully into this thing, leveling up in this world, gaining more power, which allows you to feel more safe and grounded in the world. Like you have something more stable, like you are more stable. Okay, because before it was almost like more of just like an idea and you were really trying to get there, and now it just feels foundational. Okay, I feel safe. It feels good. It feels grounded. I mean, some of you could definitely be getting known for something, like your work is really picking up and more people know about you, hear about you, and it just leads to more people hiring you or knowing your name. And so maybe, yeah, more eyes on you, knowing you for what you do, and you're getting more success, or you get a new position that you've been really wanting for a long time. Okay, and yeah, the Ten of Wands here. This says like, it's the end of you having to work so hard for this outcome. Things are gonna start getting a lot more easier, okay? The difficulty, the having to really, the uphill battle of the work is about to come to an end, okay? And it's about to, the success is going to start getting easier. It's like you're reaching a new plateau. Yeah, or just this like this heaviness that you've been carrying from being without this thing, or without this level of success, or without this, yeah, this coveted goal or this coveted thing, right? It just, I've been working so hard. I've been saving up my money, right? I've been saving, and now finally I get it. And now I just feel everything's easier, right? I have this foundation now that I can begin what I need to, and life doesn't feel so heavy and hard. It just, it lets me get to that next level, and things are flowing. Yeah, and we have the lovers. We're coming into harmony, okay? We're actually coming into union, into harmony with the coveted thing, the thing that we've been wanting, the thing we love. And maybe that is love for some. For others, that's going to be a level of success. For others, that's a job. For others, that's maybe buying your first home or apartment, or getting the money to be able to do that. It's like we're finally coming into harmony with something we've really been working toward, or something that's felt like an uphill battle. It's felt tough to get to. We've been, yeah, struggling and striving. Four of Pentacles again at the bottom, and the Six of Pentacles again at the bottom. Yeah. And we might be receiving help, but this is talking about like reciprocated energy. Something that may have felt difficult for us or limited for us before is now going to feel like we have support around us, we have help, The pathway seems open and easier. Okay. So there might be someone recognizing you that's giving you that help that you need in order to make this happen. It's like you're gaining more people, or people are getting the word out for you, or they're assisting you in achieving this. And it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. It's working, you know, so well now. Okay, so we have this thinking man here. And we have this like Baba with her little grandson here. And we have an open window, but the glass has been broken. To me, this is almost like a filter is being brought down, or like something that was in between you and this vision is being removed. Almost like and I almost feel like this woman is delivering something, a box of goodies. It's almost like the thinking man, right? The envisioning. Once it was just a thought form, it was just an idea. And then this lady brings this box of goodies, or this help, or just this kindness. And it allows this thing that was once like almost there was a barrier in between it for it to fully come into full picture, full view. We're gonna get more. Two of Swords. Yeah, so maybe you don't see it yet. See this help yet. Page of Swords. Maybe this is why this is a key piece of information. Maybe you're not able to see how this is going to work out, or how this is going to be able to go forward, how you're going to be able to start down this path yet, or being, you know, having what you want, having this thing. 10 of Cups, yeah, and Temperance. It's like you won't see until you do. I almost feel like you're still in this kind of space of patience or healing. I mean, there's things happening in the background that maybe you don't know yet. And then, but there is something new about to begin. There's a new path you're about to walk down. You're about to start, and it's going to open your eyes. It's going to give you clarity, and it's going to lead you to so much happiness and fulfillment. And just lightness, and life feels way lighter and just way more in tune, and things feel way more achievable and easy and manageable. And just, you're so happy that you've gotten to this place, that you've achieved this, that you've gotten past, you know, the difficulty and into a more easeful flowing time. And you're like, wow, this is amazing. I can't believe this is happening. It's just like right now you don't see it. Or you don't see that there's like, I feel like there's something in the background being worked on here. feel like you have help, or you have people who are singing your praises, who are doing things behind the scenes that are helping you out. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles. Now, is this you? Or is this person? Who is this? Page of Swords again. And the Wheel of Fortune. I think this is this person. It's like there's someone here that has a lot of resources, right, around them. They have a lot of, maybe people who trust them, and they have a lot of money, they have a lot of influence. And I think they want to help you. They want to help you begin. They want to, it's going to help shift your world, shift your fortune. They are going to assist in making this happen. I don't know if you know this or not, or see this happening, but there is someone or some people in particular who have a lot of influence or resources, and they want to help you begin or become successful, do something, you know, in the right way, help you hit the target that you're looking to hit. And they're like a key player in making this happen for you, and in turning the wheel of fortune in your favor. And it's like they're working in tandem with the universe. Let's see. Let's get one. It's like they're just a key player in making this happen for you. Whoa. Okay. Guess we'll take all these. Wow, it's a lot of affirmations here. Okay, we have solicite or scolicite, peace. I am an instrument of peace. Power animal, crystallite. My power animal supports, guides, and loves me through my life. And we saw that with the dog, right? You have a guide here. There's animals here. So maybe it's like your guide working through somebody to help you out. Serpentine, transformation. My life is transforming at the perfect time in the most powerful way. Beautiful. Opal, joy. My soul sings and dances to the vibration of joy. Prehenite. Trust. I trust myself in the divine flow of the universe. And finally, Malachite, healing. I am a healing machine, manifesting miracles. Yeah, it feels like there are bigger forces at play here, helping to assist you into gaining this success, or having this thing, or coming into union with this thing, beginning and hitting the target. And all you have to do is kind of stay in peace, stay in trust, and stay in joy, and watch it all happen. It's like you really do have a lot of energy on your side making this work and flow for you. And so you really can trust it. You really can trust the flow of the universe and the help that you're receiving. And it is divine, and it is all working for your success. It truly wants this for you. Okay, your guides are helping this. Your guides are with you. It's beautiful. So maybe it's not a physical person for some. Maybe it's just the, you know, the guidance and the energies, the angels. Okay, for others, it's going to be an earth angel. It's going to be someone who works, you know, on earth, giving you the assistance and guidance to help you gain, to help you, you know, create this foundational success and growth, and stopping this time of difficulty. Wow, nice. You have 50. Spirit of the river. Movement toward adventure. Are we going to get another one? Wow, look at that. Drifter. Experiencing life as it comes. So that's why they want you to stay in this peace and joy. It's like you are moving into this new adventure. And they want you to just go with the flow and not think it has to be any certain way, and it be open to miracles, be open to things happening in miraculous ways that we maybe don't fully understand or can't figure out. Okay. And the drifter also talks about, you know, don't worry about what other people think of your path. If you're going down something that is not super, you know, logical, it doesn't happen in a logical way. I think that's kind of the message, is kind of throwing logic out the window, because there's like things that are happening, forces that are working for you that aren't going to make logical sense, that you might not even be able to see. Okay. But you are having movement forward toward this new adventure, toward this new success, toward this new, you know, this thing that you've been coveting. And so just like stay in the joy, stay in the trust that you are being moved toward this new path, in this new space for your own fulfillment and happiness and joy. Okay. To not judge yourself that, you know, this might be very different than what most people do or experience. Okay. And even in this card also can talk about, you know, even if you look lazy to some, even let's say it doesn't look like the normal path to success. Oh, you're not doing enough, right? But it's like, but there's all these things working for you in order to have the success. So people don't understand that it's happening on an energetic level, you know, behind the scenes as well, to get you here. All right, I'm just gonna read number 50 out of the book for you before we go. Movement toward adventure, addiction to problems, allowing and trusting the current. The spirit of the river invites you to step into the flow, to stop swimming against or avoiding the current. Allow the waters to carry you downstream, away from the eddies and whirlpools. It's time to heed the call of a new adventure waiting for you. Stop working on the problem for a while. The issue is not what it seems. It's your addiction to fixing what has gone bad, what is consuming so much of your time. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. There's nothing you can accomplish with more efforting, as the situations in your life right now are subject to forces beyond your control. That's exactly it. Recognize this, step back, and trust the flow. There is no loss of face or lack of honor or integrity. It is simply the way things are at this moment. When this card appears, it is time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. Your life is like a river, inevitably and inexorably flowing to the sea, which is your divine destination. Be fearless and release yourself to the rushing water in the middle of the stream. Whatever it is you are holding on to, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs about how things are or how they should or could be, can be fixed easily with the power of the spirit of the river. Simply let go and enjoy the thrill of the ride. All will be well. Exactly. It's like, just enjoy the ride there. Enjoy being carried by a spirit, by God, by the universe. You have forces beyond yourself carrying you there and working in your favor to move you. It's life moving you. It's your destiny, you know, that you are in the middle of, that it is moving on its own. And so all you need to do is focus on being in flow with that, letting go, focusing on your own joy and peace, and just feeling those feelings of love and being together, being one with that flow, with that joy. You know, what that joy and flow feels like, and being in harmony with that and with your vision and your coveted, you know, goodness that you are on the way to. Okay. And that is a beautiful thing. You have nothing to worry about, that you are being assisted in every way. You are going to hit the target. Fortune is on your side. The universe is on your side. There are forces working with you on your side that you cannot see. Okay. And just flow with it. Let it take you. Let it go. Let go of all the judgments of how things might look on the outside, or what you think it should look like or be like, what you think you should be doing. Less is more at this time. You do not have to overwork or force or push. Just go with it. It's all working. It's all happening of its own divine timing. And you are on your way. You are in there. Okay. So that was your message today, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Also, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation or have an energy healing with me, you can do so down in the description box. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading, pile number 3. All of my love. Peace.